We know there are cloud seeding all over the place. We know the climate engineers down in Australia. But then the government news, the propaganda news comes out. Cloud seeding not an option for drought-ravaged Australia. When torrential rains flooded downtown Dubai earlier this month, the United Arab Emirates' zealous embrace of cloud seeding was blamed by some. It's because they did. They also used electric rainmaking. So if cloud seeding can cause a desert to flood, why can't Australia use the technology to break the drought? In the video above, Sydney faces prospect of level 2 restrictions in one of the worst droughts on record, and they say the answer's simple. For cloud seeding to produce rain, you need moisture to begin with and a cloud. Australia at present is in short supply of both, and even more clouds begin to make an appearance in the Australian sky. Chances are they will not be the right type. I call BS. They say there's a certain cloud that they have to use to seed, and there's a company that can steer the atmospheric river that lives in Australia that can pull the moisture in a matter of days. I have a clip from the Weather Modification Bureau in Texas, the 2019 committee meeting. Just listen to the first minute or two of this. All right, here we go.
We've had a lot of cases where we were seeding storms that had no business being seeded. We were just kind of throwing darts, and we were seeing responses to some of those. So we are learning that maybe there's more opportunity with some of these. Maybe we don't even need to have a rain cloud. We could go work cumulocongested clouds that aren't really precipitating yet. And if it has inflow, maybe we could get something to work. Year one, we had the air tractor that the USDA provided, so dosaging was a lot better. We were getting about 40 to 45 gallons per cloud. That aircraft wasn't available in year two, so we...
they're cloud seeding in California all the time. They have ground-based cloud seeders going all the time. So to say they need a certain type of cloud is a complete lie. And also to say that they can't get the moisture in there is complete BS. This is all engineered drought. They drought out every country before every war or before the takeover. They drought them out to cause the chaos with the food. And then military comes in or however they want to do it. But it happens almost the same way every single time. And like I said, there's a company right here in Australia that can steer the atmospheric river. We're going to have to play that clip real quick too.
We can bring in the oceanic rain, and we need to be conscious it's not about delivering rain on land, it's about nurturing a rain system that can promote agriculture and protect the people involved. So in all cases we want to make sure we don't get flooding, but we can deliver timely rain in a gentle soaking manner into agricultural targets. Technology relies on a signal that we're able to generate that triggers a response from atmospheric patterns. So we're able to observe this using satellite meteorology, extensively available now to everyone who's got access to broadband internet. But we're able to utilize that signal set in sequence to generate a incremental deviation in the flow path of these oceanic atmospheric rivers. So the source is the ocean, of course. The vapor precipitable moisture flow is in the atmosphere. The winds drive this with the pressure systems adjusting the path of least resistance. But our technology is able to interface that and hack into it, if you like, and make some micro adjustments to allow deviations to occur in the flow pathways. And this is how we broke the drought in Australia in 2005. This is how we put out the fires of Victoria from Black Saturday in 2009. This is how we delivered rain in the desert in Saudi Arabia in 2007 and snow for the first time in history in 2004 in the United Arab Emirates. There's been other projects above the radar and some under the radar, but today for the first time we're putting our hand up in front of the media to say this is available. We're going to run this project here to break the drought in the Horn of Africa. We're meeting with Cabinet, Federal Cabinet for Kenya and the Prime Minister and other parties and authorities in the region We've met extensively with United Nations teams and agencies, and we're planning to do this in the most careful manner. Firstly, to bring some gentle rain in to give food for the food for the cattle and the livestock, so milk can be produced, so that human survivability can go up. Once that survivability's gone up, then we can look at more substantial rains that can be suitable for crop.
What is this technology?
Essentially, we're drawing oceanic rain systems that exist over the oceans into geographic targets, into our agricultural areas. The technology uses electromagnetics, so we're not interfering with the atmosphere or with the environment. We're not damaging it. We're not using chemicals fired through rockets like other technologies use. We use a very gentle but powerful technology, launching electromagnetics into the atmosphere to modify the flow of the weather system over the ocean and drawing it into a target. So
that's right. They're drawing the moisture from over the ocean into a target. And you heard him say they put the fires out on Black Saturday. He told you that they made it snow for the very first time in the Horn of Africa. The technology is all there. The same guy did. He's done all kinds of tests and stuff. He's done them here in the United States. He's done them everywhere. He did them in 2012 down in Texas and just caused all kinds of floods and hell and crazy weather. And Jim Lee wrote an article called how Texas stole California's rain. And it was that technology. It was the company called Aquiess, where they steered the atmospheric river and pulled it into a target. What am I talking about? This is the atmospheric river. This is the water of the sky. You know, you got the ocean water. You got the ocean of the sky. That's what this is. As above, as below, same thing. You got the oceans on the ground, the oceans of the sky. Well, they can steer this. They're actually steering it right now in the weather that we're having right now. Now it's all over the East Coast. But we'll get into that here in a minute. We got a freak giant dust storm blankets parts of southwest Queensland, man. It looks crazy on the maps. Another article come out on the lithium that Australia hits pay dirt on Kangaroo Island. Everything is just land grabs. But then they're going to come out saying, how all these people caused the fires. They arrested all these people causing the fires. In addition, those facing the most serious charges starting fires intentionally, authorities said 53 people are facing legal action for not complying with the state's fire ban. 47 people have faced legal action for discarding a lit cigarette or match. How the hell did they catch them? How'd they catch 47 people dropping a match or a cigarette to start a fire? I call BS so much on that. Who even uses matches anymore? Not unless you're in like jail. Most people have a lighter, some kind of lighter, man. This is complete lies, complete propaganda. What'd they do to the military that started a bunch of the big fires when they were doing a military exercise with live rounds? Did they throw the military in jail? Hell no. And be safe out there, man. No fear, armor up. That's all you gotta do is armor up. Speak out, no fear, and see if we can make a difference. Anyway, guys, much love. Here we go. Let's play this song called Rise.